All right, everybody. I think I have 20 minutes for closing remarks. I'm going to take about 2 of them, if that's all right with everybody. Part of my job was to thank the team. Megan, you already did this, so let me thank you very much for everything that you've done, as well as to Phil and Venable and all of our great corporate partners, everyone in the room and everyone online. When Phil and I, a little over a year ago, started talking about this concept of a ransomware task force, we knew that we wanted it to be something impactful. We didn't want it to be a typical white paper that got read by some people and put into a drawer. We knew we wanted to make something that mattered, but we didn't know if it would be possible. We had long discussions about that. And I think it's a testament to the times we live in, and also really importantly to everyone here and everyone online, that we did it. I think we did something that really did make a difference. If you listen to Senator Peters' remarks in the beginning and others throughout the day, I want to say that about 80% of what the task force recommended has become policy in some way or another, which is a tremendous, tremendous achievement. And I'm grateful to everybody here who's helped make that happen. But as Phil said in the very beginning, our work really isn't done. It's really just beginning. Ransomware hasn't stopped. We've gotten our ducks in a row. That's really important, but the threat is still out there. And so I'd like to focus on why we're doing what we're doing and a little bit less on what we've done up until this point. And I'm reminded of some of the comments of the very first panel that we had. I want to say that it was Bob from the FBI who mentioned that ransomware is a national security threat, but it's also a threat to everyday people, to everyday companies. If you can picture a mid-market manufacturing company, if they get hit with ransomware, and Michael Phillips in the audience, he takes these calls, he knows what I'm talking about. They're faced with $1 million, $5 million, $10 million lost per day. And they're facing maybe layoffs. They're facing maybe bankruptcy. And so we're talking about people's jobs, people's livelihoods, their benefits. That really, really matters. Or if we think about a school, right? We're talking about impacts to teachers, to our kids. And Lord knows they've been through enough for the last 2 years. That really, really matters. If we talk about hospitals, we're talking about health, safety, even people's lives. Again, something that really, really matters at the micro level. This is really important. And if we take a step back and think about this at the macro level, yes, ransomware is a national security issue. And again, not just because it affects the defense industrial base, but because it affects all of society or has the potential to affect all of society. Our adversaries, for example, they know that they can't launch economic sanctions on us like we can on them. And we know that they think about ransomware as a tool of economic policy. They know that if they can constrain us domestically, we will be unable to act with as much freedom internationally. As we were coming up to this event, I spoke with a former colleague of mine in the administration. I asked, now that we're at this anniversary, what more can we be doing? What further steps can we be taking? And this individual said that you all, this team, these people here in the room and online, we're doing exactly what we need to be doing by increasing everyone's cyber awareness, by increasing hygiene, by making the country just a little bit of a harder target, even if it's on the margins, making them just a little bit more resilient. We are giving them the freedom of action they need at the national command level to protect us to do the kinds of things they need to do internationally. And so this work that you've all done matters. It will continue to matter. I implore you, stay vigilant, stay focused, keep up the fight. And thank you again so much for what you've done and so much for being here. And now, bar's open.